Welcome to my channel. Mughal Empire. The modern nations of India, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Pakistan make up the South Asian subcontinent, which is a portion of the Eurasian landmass. It has a lengthy history of large empires and small states, much like Europe. It was mostly ruled by a loose confederation of strong princely states start superscript, end superscript, and prosperous port cities in 1750. Once upon a time, the powerful Mughal Empire ruled over the subcontinent. However, the Mughals' dominance had started to wane by the 18th century for two reasons. First, the central administration of the collapsing empire came under attack from different groups as a result of rising internal divides. Second, governments and businesspeople in Europe began seeking for ways to share in the wealth of the empire. The empire would technically continue to exist until 1858. Mughal emperors 1. Babur, 1526 to 1530. The Mughal Empire was founded by Zahir-ud-Din Muhammad Babur, a descendant of Timur on his father's side and Genghis Khan on his mother's side. In 1526, Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi, the Sultan of Delhi, in the First Battle of Panipat, which marked the beginning of Mughal rule in India. Babur's reign was short, and he died in 1530. 2. Humayun, 1530 to 1556. Babur's son, Humayun, succeeded him as the second Mughal emperor. His reign was marked by political instability, and he was temporarily ousted by Afghan chieftains. Humayun regained power in 1555 but died shortly thereafter in 1556. Akbar the Great, 1556 to 1605. Akbar, one of the most famous Mughal emperors, ascended to the throne at a young age. He expanded the empire's territory, incorporating most of the Indian subcontinent, including present-day India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Akbar is known for his policy of religious tolerance and the promotion of cultural and artistic developments. He also established a centralized administrative system and the Mansabdari system, a ranking system for military officers. Jahangir, 1605 to 1627. Jahangir, Akbar's son, continued his father's policies of religious tolerance and patronage of the arts. His reign saw the establishment of trade relations with European powers, particularly the English and the Dutch. Shah Jahan, 1628 to 1658. Shah Jahan is renowned for constructing some of the most iconic monuments in India, including the Taj Mahal, in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. His reign is often referred to as the Golden Age of Mughal architecture. He expanded the empire's territory but faced challenges from his own sons during the latter part of his rule. Aurangzeb, 1658 to 1707. Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan's son, is known for his religious conservatism and efforts to enforce strict Islamic law. His reign marked the peak of Mughal territorial expansion, but it was also marred by religious conflicts and prolonged wars. The empire began to decline during his rule as it faced internal rebellions and external invasions. Decline and fragmentation. Late 17th to 18th century, after Aurangzeb's death, the Mughal Empire started to fragment, with regional governors asserting independence. The empire faced attacks from the Marathas, Sikhs, and various European colonial powers, including the British, French, and Portuguese. British East India Company and the end of the Mughal Empire, 19th century. The British East India Company gradually gained control over large parts of India during the 18th and 19th centuries. The last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah II, played a symbolic role in the Indian Rebellion of 1857 but was captured and exiled by the British. This marked the end of the Mughal Empire, and India came under direct British colonial rule. British East India Company and the end of the Mughal Empire, 19th century. The British East India Company gradually gained control over large parts of India during the 18th and 19th centuries. The last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah II, played a symbolic role in the Indian Rebellion of 1857 but was captured and exiled by the British. This marked the end of the Mughal Empire, and India came under direct British colonial rule. Economy and trade. The Mughal Empire had a thriving economy, largely based on agriculture. The introduction of cash crops like cotton and indigo boosted textile production. Trade with European powers like the British, Dutch, and Portuguese was significant during the Mughal period. The British East India Company, in particular, established a strong presence. The empire controlled key trade routes, facilitating the exchange of goods between Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Mughal coins, known for their intricate designs and calligraphy, were highly regarded and circulated widely. Society and culture. The Mughal Empire was renowned for its extensive and varied cultural legacy. Persian culture had a significant impact on Mughal literature, art, and architecture. Famous poets and academics from the era include Mirza Ghalib and Abdul Rahim Khan-i Khana. During this period, Mughal miniature art flourished, illustrating events from royal life, daily life, and religious narratives. The court's official language was Persian, but a syncretic culture that combined parts of Central Asian, Indian, and Persian traditions also emerged. Architecture. Mughal architecture is celebrated for its grandeur and aesthetic appeal. Key architectural wonders include Agra's Taj Mahal, a UNESCO World Heritage Monument and a representation of enduring love. Delhi's Red Fort, a magnificent palace-fort combination. One of India's biggest mosques is the Jama Masjid in Delhi. Delhi's Humayun's tomb is regarded as the Taj Mahal's forerunner. Mughal structures frequently have elaborate domes, minarets, detailed carvings, and lovely gardens. Language. According to Kasvani, by the time of Shah Jahan, the emperor was only familiar with a few Turki words and showed little interest in the study of the language as a child. Though the Mughals were of Turco-Mongol origin, their reign enacted the revival and height of the Persian language in the Indian subcontinent. Accompanied by literary patronage was the institutionalization of Persian as official and courtly language. This led to Persian reaching nearly the status of a first language for many inhabitants of Mughal India. Muzaffar Alam argues that the Mughals used Persian purposefully as the vehicle of an overarching Indo-Persian political culture to unite the diverse empire. Persian had a profound impact on the languages of South Asia. One such language, today known as Urdu, developed in the imperial capital of Delhi in the late Mughal era. It began to be used as a literary language in the Mughal court from the reign of Shah Alam II, who religious policies. Akbar, known for his religious tolerance, initiated policies to promote harmony among different religious communities. He abolished the jizya, a tax on non-Muslims, and encouraged interfaith dialogue. However, Aurangzeb's rules, legacy and influence. The Mughal Empire left an enduring legacy in India. Many of its architectural, artistic, and cultural elements continue to shape Indian identity. The Urdu language, which developed during the Mughal period, is widely spoken in India and Pakistan today. Mughal decline and fragmentation. The Mughal Empire's decline was accelerated by various factors, including weak rulers, internal strife, and external invasions. British colonialism. The British East India Company gradually established control over India in the 18th and 19th centuries, leading to the formal end of the Mughal Empire. The decline of the Mughal Empire.